Hello and welcome to our presentation on VIROO. But first, let's talk a little bit about Virtualware and who we are. Virtualware is the virtual reality company, 2 decades creating VR solutions for the industry. Virtualware is a pioneer VR corporation that focuses on developing VR solutions that can help complex industries solve real problems, such as training strategic workers in nuclear plants or construction operations and maintenance of railway infrastructures to solving medical issues on the battlefield. As you can see, we've worked with many companies from all across the globe, and we have a high rate of technologists and engineers working on our team, as well as we've been awarded many coveted awards over the years, including Innovative VR Company of the Year in 2021, as well as many things that have happened recently within the press that shows our performance within this industry as a leader. So let's talk a little bit about VIROO. The way we see it, VIROO is the name of the future of VR at scale. VIROO aims to become the new standard for industry-oriented VR solutions by powering immersive journeys across industries worldwide. So what is VIROO? Well, here's a general snapshot overview so you have an idea, and we'll go into detail a little bit more later of each of these different aspects of the platform. But essentially what VIROO allows companies to do is to create, manage, and deploy virtual reality content throughout the organization. As you can see, we have a Unity middleware that allows teams to be able to create low to no code Unity content fairly easily and input it into the VR platform that allows them to then manage to create sessions and allow access to users and deploy it in several different scenarios, whether it's on a PC, laptop computer, or desktop computer as a first-person gamer perspective, or if they have their own VR headset at home or at the office, they can connect that way, or deploy it in a full immersive VR room, as you could see at the top there with the vehicle and the robot. And that's with several people working within a same physical environment, but in a virtual world. So the core business of VIROO is VR as a service platform. It's an all-in-one solution that makes VR adoption simple, nimble, and scalable. There's a low initial cost for easy onboarding. Start small with VR, and VIROO subscription plans adapted for companies of all sizes and growth stages. This allows for the ability to be able to test things out, understand where the key value of this technology is, and be able to move forward that way, as opposed to having a big upfront cost. There's frictionless upgrades and updates. So you receive new versions with more features, fewer bugs, and enhanced security frequently and fast. That's something that we're constantly working on. And since this is a live service, you get the benefits of all the improvements as they happen. And then, of course, rapid deployment for widespread adoption. You can reach across more users and more departments with practically no installation and minimal configuration. So once you've been able to garner the actual value of what you want to use with these VR contents, then you have the ability to easily scale without having to do massive deployment. And this is something that is extremely beneficial for the adoption of this technology. So let's talk about some of the key features. Essentially, what we have here is the latest with VR as a best of as service aspect. So VIROO comes multi-user and remote collaboration ready. So the capabilities are incorporated and there's no need to develop concurrency management and cloud functionalities. This is a huge plus. This is one of the challenges when creating this type of content, and it allows people who don't necessarily have very advanced knowledge to be able to utilize this and work with others fairly easily utilizing our platform. It's also multi-device. You can deploy in multiple different devices from desktop PC or laptop to the latest VR headsets. This is something that, again, as well, it's necessary to be able to adopt this technology, that there is different devices that are able to utilize this content at the same time so that teams can connect. We also have a large-scale VR room deployment. So this is not something that's necessary in regards to coming on board with VIROO, but it's something that is a key potential feature that companies or institutions can look for in regards to enhancing the high fidelity VR and large physical spaces with absolute precision and freedom of movement. This is something that is a key differentiator in regards to our platform, and it is something that integrates seamlessly with the content that's being created. It's flexible and scalable, so customized subscription models, security, storage, or performance for easy adoption and rapid scalability. This is something that we know everybody has their own configuration that they would like, and so we're flexible in regards to making sure that whatever plan you have works for you. No maintenance and management needed, so save time and money on maintenance and hardware, applications, or data. Only focus on keeping a high-speed internet connection. And always updated to the latest, so you keep up to date with current and future VR devices and tools with our consistent release of upgraded versions. So this is a snapshot of the VIROO components that are a part of the VIROO platform. So you can see there's a VIROO portal, and that's where you can manage content and users. You could also access our VIROO Academy, which is a self-paced learning how to be able to operate and utilize all the different tools in regards to VIROO. This is something that is accessible to the users of the platform so that they can get trained easily to start to really unlock the true benefit of the platform. As well as we have our virtual desk there. So any kind of ticketing, any troubleshooting that's necessary, there's the ability to be able to contact one of our service support team. We talked about the VIROO Studio and the ability to create content of any complexity, from code to no code required, with VIROO's toolkit and templates built into Unity. So this is something that is very beneficial, as there's many people who already use Unity. It doesn't really provide a ceiling in regards to complexity, but at the same time with our studio tools, there's ability for teams to be able to start to utilize this from the get-go and start to create their own content. We also have the VIROO players, where you can deploy on any device, the PCs, head-mounted displays, large-scale VR rooms, and more. And we also have VIROO services. So we have the ability to support the content creation that your team is doing, as well as create custom applications and corporate system integrations. So here's a quick look at the VIROO spectrum. So the idea here is that you're creating content once and you're deploying everywhere. Again, you can see here, we've got the PC, VR wired HMDs. We've got the wireless HMDs as well too. We are device agnostic. So we work with any kind of headset that can work with Steam VR, HTC Vive, Pico, Meta, and HP as examples. And we also have the room players. These are the ones that allow for multiple people to be able to collaborate in a virtual environment at the same time. And the idea of an ecosystem. So everybody being able to participate all on the same content, utilizing all their different devices. And as we move forward, we have an XR roadmap where we're constantly integrating new technology as it becomes available. We work with partners directly to be able to test and evaluate their new technology and hardware. And if it's something that we think is of value to our clients, we integrate it so that they can start using it with their deployment methods. Here's a quick snapshot of what we're using with the Vive Focus 3s and our VIROO rooms, where people can collaborate in large, expansive spaces together. So in regards to creation, there's the ability to amplify content creation capabilities for all computer skill levels utilizing VIROO. Create Unity-based VR applications by increasing your process velocity and exploit the full potential of Unity with VIROO essential integrations. This allows you to focus on what you do best. Create multi-user, device-agnostic, and remote-ready VR content by default from the get-go. So there's no need to develop concurrency management and cloud functionalities for each project. And this helps streamline creation with no code or code required applications of any complexity. Because we provide Unity templates and import tools to configure diverse interactions in VR, your team can get started right away, but as well the ability to scale to more complex if necessary, and there's no ceiling in regards to what they can create. Here's an example, a simulator that we've done for one of our clients, General Electric Hitachi, which is a fuel movement simulator. This is an advanced version of what can be done utilizing VIROO. Here's a quick video that shows the application. So this is the beginning, the lobby, and then you have the users joining from different locations. You have the ability to customize the experience in regards to what it could be like in a particular nuclear facility. And you start the training. And as you can see here, we have multiple people in a virtual reality room. It allows them to be able to fully train this process, which usually would be very costly and dangerous to do. And so VIROO provides the ability to be able to do this type of training fairly simply and effectively. So the idea here is to go hybrid, unite the best of both digital and physical VR enhanced workspaces. You see over there, there's an image of a large VR room that we have deployed. And below is an example of the people within that hospital setting, all working together collaboratively in a virtual world. So digital visualization on a lifelike scale, deliver complete situational awareness in VIROO, visualize and showcase a full spectrum of 3D information on a one-to-one scale to ensure readiness in binding scenarios. It also allows you to generate new revenue streams by generating sustainable business growth by creating new innovative projects and products, leveraging the power of VR. We see this with a lot of our partners who have the ability to open up a room and be able to generate business within their local community in their region of different industry partners and businesses that are looking to leverage this technology, but would like to work with potentially a local institution or technology hub to be able to fully realize the true potential of the technology. And it's something that is a really good way to be able to get started on a journey of VR adoption for a region. And of course, there's a global scale and global impact. Our system is ready for multiple location interconnectivity. Visualize, interact, and collaborate as a team in a globally unified virtual environment. Scale your integration of VR without any limits. And that's it. Thank you very much for listening to this presentation. And as we always say, think big, start small, and scale fast with VIROO.